Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Adcock. Turning it on. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got his man on the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are north across the country a lot this year. Fast start today. That's what makes this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. From the gun, the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The quarterback stood his ground, but nowhere to go, and down he went. Here comes the punt team. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Ebby. Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. QB draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rushes on him. Gets it to him on the screen. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense in.
Oh, he's got some space. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Strong, firm tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They go to the ground, and the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of... At his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
They didn't get much done the last.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Evie. He's brought down quickly. And they're still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Evie. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Evie. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Under fire. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evie. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability to
Yo, tell us I'm not playing drum rope, but I don't know what's going on.
The
Trying to run it
Boilermakers will
back.
have it 1st and 10.
Trying to run the damn ball.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Takes the handoff. It's Humphries. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Damn it.
They get to the line quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm playing Rush, and I was on the phone for like the first half, and I got down 13. Ever since I've been off the phone, I've been okay, but like, I mean, defense have been better, but I haven't been able to score nothing off.
Guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Using the quick game. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with the big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting
missing
throws over
drop
the middle of the
passes,
field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back.
We need a big stop. Right?
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Here's the Heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Oh, Jesus, man. This is terrible, bro.
And Rutgers is holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Puts it all the way in, and now turns the
killed my first half momentum.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond.
Yeah, that pick. Yeah, I mean that was a bad angle, I guess.
In the rankings next week.
I guess that's why I threw it, but.
The offense will have to use its
that one was a bad
angle.
Like then nothing was open. I was trying to fit it over them, but they pressing like a motherfucker.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Here comes the hurry up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000.
Makes the catch at the 15.
Oh, man, you could have hit this nigga.
All the way down to the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. See, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Rutgers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors.
Fucking can't believe I lost this
Guys,
team.
a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 27 over Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the
That
football.
nigga was missing throws in the beginning of the game, too, though.
They thought coming into this game.
Makes a grab past the marker. Hard running there. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Can't believe I lost.
Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just missed
Okay, you on the left side, bro. Why you can't make these throws, man?
Well, this guy must feel like he's running into a
fuck's sake.
buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast. Because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Rolling right and going deep. Got his man. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, and the linebacker did a great job understanding the running back slips out, he expands with him, and how about making a tackle in the open field? Linebacker on running back. You don't always want that situation or that matchup, but the defense won that one.
Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying play action. Gets rid of it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the... They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Brings into the open. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Touchdown, Rutgers! How about this back step?
Yeah,
and getting it in on the option. Things a little more comfortable after that score, and much closer to a win here.
Late for work after taking an ass whooping like this.
Right down the boulevard is there now up 20 in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll snap.
I didn't even pay attention to how you made that ball.
They'll start this drive
Yeah,
going to the
honestly,
air.
bro, I was like,
Back in the middle.
I just hopped in, tried to rush it, so they got the good things, but not to make excuses, but
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down.
started off bad, and then after that, it was never got no rhythm after
They'll
that.
get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
I thought they gave him time after you
Now
made a
it's a 1st
completion
down
or some
from
shit.
the
I guess that doesn't
43-yard
work
line.
anymore. I don't know.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the
want to
defense
jump up and
to
do
stop
something,
the
bro.
scoring
The
opportunity.
team don't jump up. If you watch this game
It's really
fully,
been
bro,
that
in the
kind of
beginning,
story.
bro,
This
I was
defense
missing,
made this
like,
guy
niggas was missing
burn
some
it
stupid
every
throws,
single
easy
play.
throws.
Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising.
Easy throws, and I kept getting sacked.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in
Fucking
comeback
hell,
mode,
man.
and what is that? The defense
Yeah,
knows that.
this team's not even that nice, and I got
Back
my ass
coming
whooped
after
like
the
that.
quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown.
Yeah, but I mean, I was missing, like, I was missing throws, and then it just got bad after that. Then there's no coming back from that, bro. I was not focused enough.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And
All right, let me get up off this so I don't have to be late for work. But GP's whatever. Let's move on. Just be like that.
So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did.
Suck that
They
video
put the
game
rest of
anyway.
college football on a